practice again and again. So get easier marks. So we'll start people and environment. Here we have sustainable development goals and then environmental related goals and India's initiative on global warming and on sustainable development goals, solar system implementations, so and also peoples and governance and everything. So we'll fast forward. We will see important things. We have we have almost covered all the important protocols, initiatives, instance, and also terminologies of environment and peoples. We'll start some basic terms, such as basic environmental terminologies, such as ecology. Ecology, defined as a scientific study of the relationship of the living organisms with each other with the environment. Environment is defined as sum of total living, non-living components, influences, and events surrounding an organisms. The relationship and interaction between organism and environment are highly complex. It comprises both biotic living organisms and abiotic components, such as non-living components. Okay. Yeah, abiotic, such as non-living components, includes energy, radiation, temperature, water, atmosphere gas, wind, fire, topological soil or substratum. And then biotic, such as living beings, green plants, non-green plants, decomposers, parasites, symbionts, animals, and human. Level of organizations in ecology. First, individual. An organism is an individual living being that has the ability to act or function independently, such as plant, animal, bacterium, fungi, virus, everything. Population is a group of organisms, usually of the same species, occupying a defined area during a specific time, where it is living and among and same species, such as us, dogs, anything. The main factors that make population increases are birth and immigration. The main factors that make population decreases are death and immigration. In order to survive, individuals of any one species depend on individuals of different species, with each they actively interact in several ways. For example, animal requires plants for food and trees for shelter. Plant requires animals for pollination, seed dispersal, and soil microorganisms to facilitate nutrient supply. Communities in most instances are named after the dominant plant form, such as the species. For example, a grassland community is dominated by grasses, through it may contain herbs, shrubs, and trees along with associated animals in different species. An ecosystem is defined as a structural and functional unit of biosphere consisting of community of living beings and the physical environment, both interacting and exchanging materials between them. Components of ecosystems, we've seen the abiotic components, non-living beings, and then biotic components. In biotic components, we have producers and consumers. Producers such as autotrophs. Primary producers are basically green plants and certain bacteria and algae. Consumers are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are bohotrophs. Heterotrophs are bohotrophs. Other nourishing. Consumers are incapable of producing their own food. They depend on organic food derived from plants, animals, or both. Classification of ecosystem. First one, terrestrial. Terrestrial, which include forest, grassland, deserts. And then aquatic, freshwater, saline water, marine water. Ecotone, it's a zone of junction between two or more diverse ecosystems, where you can see that grasslands meets freshwater, aquatic, and forest. Forest inside uh, sea or water near sea, like that. So ecotone is a zone of junction between two or more diverse ecosystems. For example, a mangrove forest helps to uh, reduce waves. Okay. Forests represent an ecotone between marine and terrestrial ecosystem. Other examples are grassland, estuary, and riverbank. It may be very narrow or quite wide. It has the conditions intermediate to adjacent ecosystems, so it is the zone of tension. Okay, which says that it's a conjunction of two or more diverse ecosystems. Okay, so it must be adjacent to other ecosystems as well. And then niche is a unique functional role or place of a species in an ecosystem. It is a description of all the biological, physical, and chemical factors that the species needs to survive, stay healthy, and reproduce. A niche is a unique for species, which means no two species have exact identical niche. Niches plays an important role in conversion of organisms. Type of niches involves habitat niche, where it lives, food niche, where it eats or decomposes, and what species it completes with. And then reproductive niche, how and when it produces. Physical and chemical niches, temperature, land shape, land slope, humidity, and other decades. Biosphere is a part of the earth where life can exist. Biosphere represents a highly integrated and interacting zone comprising of atmosphere by air, hydrosphere through water, and lithosphere through land. Biosphere is absent at extremes of the north and south poles, the highest mountains and the deepest oceans, since existing hostile conditions there do not support life. Occasionally, spores of fungi and bacteria do occur at greater height beyond 8,000 meters, but they are not metabolically active and hence represent only dormant life. SDG goals, Sustainable Development Goals, important points to be noted. SDG are a series of measures to end poverty, protect the plant, and ensure the global well-being of human beings. It's a group of 17 goals with 169 targets and 304 indicators, and was proposed by United Nations General Assembly to achieve by 2013. The SDGs are a series of intergovernmental agreements formulated to end poverty and protect the environment and planet Earth and ensure overall well-being. Its predecessor were Millennium Development Goals, Millennium Development Goals, and then Sustainable Development Goals. In Millennium Development Goals, there are 8 with measurable targets and deadlines to improve the lives of poor across the world. For the same, the historic Millennium Declaration at the United Nations Millennium Summit in 2000 was signed. The deadline to achieve the 8 targets was decided to be 2015. So first Millennium Development Goals, which have 8 goals, and it is signed in 2000. Deadline with the target targets by 2015. Then a Sustainable Development Goals. SDG is the outcome of Rio 2020 conference held in Rio de Geneva, and it is a non-binding document. We have expected questions such as sustainable development is the outcome of which conference? Rio 20 conference. Sustainable development goals has how many goals? 17 goals. Sustainable development goals are broader in scope and are set for the time period 2015 to 2030 with a collaboration of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Global Green Growth Institute, and United Nations of India, the SDG India Index was launched. There is a index for sustainable development goal. On global range, they have their own targets and agenda. In India, we have our index, such as our SDG India Index, in collaboration with Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, implemented by Global Green Growth Institute. Global Green Growth Institute, and United Nations Limit. The SDG index is composed of a composite score for each of the Indian states based on the performance across 13 Sustainable Development Goals. The aim of the Sustainable Development Goal Index is to inculcate competition among the states to give an impetus to the performances towards achieving the SDG goals. According to NITI Aayog think tank, it's a think tank. CEO Amitabh Kant and the United Nations among the Indian states, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu have topped the list in achieving key sustainable development goals, while Assam, Bihar, and Uttar Pradesh are the laggards. Kerala's performance can be contributed to its exemplary performance in providing good health, low incidence of hunger and malnutrition, gender equality, and quality education. Himachal Pradesh stood where it is an account of its success in providing clean water and sanitation and preserving the mountain ecosystem. Tamil Nadu has succeeded on account of its provision of clean energy to people and reduced poverty. The nation in totally has score of 58 according to the SDG India Index. It depicts that the country has reached a little more than the halfway mark in meeting the SDG. The index covers 13 out of 17 goals. Left out of goals are 12, 13, 14, 17, such as goal number 12, responsible competition, I think responsible consumption and production. Okay, India is not using that. And 13, climate action. We did not using that. 14, life below water. And then 17, yes, partnership for the goals. Okay. So these are the goals that India is not used. So we used in India SDG India Index. We have goal number 1, no poverty. Goal number 2, zero hunger. 3, good health and well-being. 4, quality education. 5, gender equality. 6, clean water and sanitization. 7, clean energy. Affordable and clean energy. Affordable and clean energy. Decent work and economic growth. Industry, innovation and infrastructure. Reduced inequalities. Sustainable cities and continentals. Life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Okay. According to NITI Aayog, progress on SDG 12, 13, 14 could not be measured as relevant state or union territory level data were not available on SDG 17 was left out of its focuses on international partnership. NITI Aayog has also urged the Finance Commission to use the SDG index as a tool to be used in sharing the central government's divisible pool of tax revenue with states. NITI Aayog opinions that this index will not only propel competition amongst the states, but it will lead to a lot of changes at the grass level. Then the previous one, predecessor, Millennium Development and Sustainable Investment. Okay, we have 8 goals. We'll see the introduction. At the beginning of 20th century, world leaders held a meeting at the United Nations to provide a structure and vision to combat poverty in various dimensions that was translated into 8 Millennium Development Goals. The Millennium Development Goals framework has guided development work across the world for the past 15 years. All 191 United Nations members at that time and 22 international organizations committed to assist each other for achieving the following goals. First one, to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. 2, to achieve universal primary education. 3, to promote gender equality and empower women. 4, reduce child mortality. 5, improve maternal health. 6, combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. 7, ensure environment sustainability. 8, global partnership for development. Okay, so these are the goals, Millennium Development Goals. Okay, achievements. What is the achievement? The success of Millennium Development Goals agenda prove that global action can work as the only path to ensure that new development agenda leaves no one behind, because the world provides the opportunity to build and embrace the ambition to combat the challenges we face to build the future we desire. The new agenda should be truly universal and transformative. As the human race, we seek sustainable future. Significant achievements have been made, but many people are being left behind, such as gender inequality. Big gap exists between the poorest and richest households, rural and urban areas. Climate change and environmental degradation undermine any progress achieved, and poor people suffer the most. Conflict remains the biggest threat to human development. Majority of people of the less developed nations still live in poverty and poor sanitation without access to basic health. So we have 2030 agenda. Origin of 2030 agenda: in 2012, United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development was held in Rio de Janeiro, where the main focus was to address the construction and formulation of a common set of goals and include them in the post 2015 development agenda. The Millennium Development Goals did not consider environmental issues. Okay. Sustainable 2000 Development Goals. The main goals of 5Ps model are independent, and therefore SDGs demand integrated thinking as well as integrated approaches to achieving 17 goals are following 5 categories. First one, people. The well-being of all people is at the top of this agenda. It has important points to consider. Eradication of poverty, yes. Eradication of hunger, improving living standards, spreading awareness on quality education, equitable quality education, empowering women and girls, and then planet, people and then planet. Deals with protection and earth ecosystem, enforcing a sustainable management of water and sanitation, and availability of clean and hygiene water to all, access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all, ensuring sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, employment generation, and job opportunities for all, providing a platform for resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization to promote innovation, promote quality within and among countries, ensuring human safety in cities, sustainable consumption and production patterns to be ensured and promoted, spreading awareness to combat climate change and its impacts by taking significant action. See, we have rules, we see, then peace, partnership, desired outcomes of 2030 agenda. Improving policy coherence, such as the SDGs are multidimensional and thus require linkage across policy areas, supporting inclusive growth and well-being, leaving no one behind, ensuring the planet's sustainability, balance between socio-economic progress and sustaining the planet's resources and ecosystem, promoting partnership between governments, international NGOs, private sector, and the civil society, having accurate data to inform the progress and process. Okay, sustainable development goals we have seen. Okay, India's sustainable development goals. Anything? Okay, we've seen. Okay. India's initiative. Okay, we can move to anthropogenic activities. Any human practice that have potential to impact the environment locally as well as globally are considered anthropogenic activities. The present era on Earth is known as the entrepreneur's age because now humans are directing the environment changes on Earth. Fossil fuels, mineral, timber, agriculture, recreational, or the natural resources used by society. Okay. Uh, okay. Impact. The versatile affiliation of human civilization with nature, those properties will in a change in space, topologically and in time, evolutionally, opens man to fluctuated ecological impact. According to Fox News, volcano emissions released during Ancient mass extinctions offer us a warning, scientists said. Our estimates suggested that amount of CO2 that each camp magnetic pulse injected into the end terrestrial atmosphere is comparable to the number of anthropogenic emissions perfected by the 21st century. Okay. Human force on a ecosystem process. The activities of humans in a environment make changes in many of the natural processes in harmony fusion. A portion of these natural producers and short portrayal of human impact on these procedures appear in the table. Okay, you will see, no problem. Human impact, you see. Deleterious human activities, okay, you can see, no problem. We knew it. Environmental changes, anything important, impact, progress, you see in mind pollution. Okay. History, ecosystem, characteristics of history, inhabitants living history, ecosystem. Then there is a question we can review. These questions. Air and noise pollution, a type of pollution, major pollutants. Okay, particulate plant. Okay, this we can see we have many questions have been asked among air and noise pollution. Okay. Pollutions and pollutants. Automobiles emit from their pipes, from their tailpipes, oxides of nitrogen, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and complex mixture of unburned hydrocarbons and black soot, which pollute the atmosphere. Domestic sewage and runoff from agricultural fields laden with pesticides and fertilizers pollute water bodies. Effluents from tanneries contain many harmful chemical and emit uh, foul smell. Foul smell. Pollution may be defined as the addition of undesirable material into the environment as a result of human activity. The agents which cause environment pollution are called pollutants. Pollutants may be defined as a physical, chemical, or biological substance unintentionally released into the environment, which is directly or indirectly harmful to humans and other living organisms. Pollutions may be of any types: air pollution, noise pollution, water, soil, thermal, radiation. Air pollution may be defined as the presence of any solid, liquid, or gaseous substance, including noise and radioactive radiation in the atmosphere in such concentration that may be directly and indirectly injurious to humans or other living organisms. Air pollutions are of two types. They have suspended particulate matter, and gaseous pollutants like CO2, nitrogen oxides. Some of the major pollutants and their sources and effect here. Pollutants, suspended particular sources from domestic matter or dust, industrial and vehicular smoke. Efforts reduces sunlight and visibility, increases corrosion, pneumoconiosis, asthma, cancer, and other lung diseases. Fly ash, part of smoke related to settle downs on vegetation, house, adds chimneys of factories and to the suspended particulate matter power plant. It affects leaches and contains harmful material. Okay. Particulate pollutant, particulate matter suspended in air is dust and soot released from the industrial chimneys. Their size range from 0.001 to 500 micrometer in diameter. Particles less than 10 micrometer float and move freely with the air current. Particles which are more than 10 micrometer in diameter settle down. Particles less than 0.02 micrometer form persistent aerosols. The major source of suspended particulate matters are vehicle, power plants, construction activities, oil refinery, railway yard, marketplace, industry. Fly ash is ejected mostly by thermal power plants as by products of coal burning operations. Fly ash pollutes air and water and may cause heavy metal pollution in water bodies. Fly ash affects vegetation as a result of its direct deposition on leaf surfaces or indirectly through its deposition on the fuel, okay, lead and other material particles. Okay, I cannot pronounce this word. Tetraethyllead is used as an anti-knock agent in petrol for smooth and easy running of vehicles. The lead particles coming out from the exhaust pipes of vehicles is mixed with air. Lead mixed with water and food can create cumulative poisoning. It has long-term effects on children as it lowers intelligence. Oxides of iron, aluminium, magnesium, zinc, and other metals have been adverse effect due to deposition of dust on plants during mining operations and metallurgy. Okay, we don't. Gaseous pollution such as carbon component, sulfur components, nitrogen components, hydrocarbons, suspended particulate matter, and fibers. We'll review this data. Noise pollution. Okay, there must be air level here. Yes, air level. Nice. A musical clock may be nice. Okay. Noise level is measured in terms of decibels. Noise level is measured in terms of decibel. World Health Organization has prescribed optimum noise level as 45 decibels by the day and 35 decibel by night. According above 80 decibel is hazardous. So 45 decibel normal in day, 35 decibel is normal in night. Above 80 decibel is hazardous. So some noise and the intensity. Okay. Quiet conversation, intensity 20 to 30 decibels. Those radio music intensity 50 to 60 decibels. Loud conversations 60 decibels. Lawn mower 60 to 80 decibel. Aircraft noise 90 to 120 decibel. Beat music 120 decibel. Motorcycle 105 decibels. Traffic noise 60 to 90 decibels, heavy truck 90 to 100 decibels, space vehicle 140 to 179 decibels, launch of jet engine 140 decibels. Sources of pollutions, indoor sources include noise produced by radio, television, generators, electric fans, air coolers, air conditioners, different home appliances, and family conflict. Outdoor sources of noise pollution include indiscriminate use of loudspeakers, industrial activities, automobiles, rail traffic, airplanes, and activities such as those at marketplace, religious, social, and cultural functions, sports, and political rallies. Prevention and controls, we can see no problem. Air pollutions, major air pollution, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbon, lead, ozone, suspended particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, smoke. Reports Greenpeace has found that India is the largest emitter of sulfur dioxide in the world, contributing more than 15% of global anthropogenic emission. We have noticed India is the largest emitter of sulfur dioxide according to the Greenpeace report, contributing 15% of total anthropogenic emissions. World Air Quality Index 2019, released by Pollution Tracker. We will check again by 2023. The ranking is based on comparison of particulate matter 2.5 levels. Bangladesh has emerged the most polluted country for particulate matter 2.5. India is at 5th place. Among the top 30 cities, 21 cities are in India. Among top 10 cities, 21 cities are in India. Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh is ranked as the world's most polluted city with an average particulate matter 2.5 concentration measurement of 110.2 in 2009. Government initiatives on air pollution, National Air Quality Management Monitoring Program, executed by Central Pollution Government Board, CPCP, Central Pollution Government Board, National Wide Program of Ambient Air Quality Monitoring, undertaken in India for the following purposes: to determine status and trends of ambient air quality, to ascertain the compliance of National Air Quality Monitoring, NAT, to identify non-attainment cities, to understand the natural process of cleaning in the atmosphere, to undertake preventive and corrective measures. So this one, National Ambient Air Quality Standards. National Ambient Air Quality Standards. It was notified in the year 1982, then revised in 1994 based on health criteria and land uses. It was revised in 2009. In 2009, 12 pollutants were included: sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5, ozone, lead, carbon monoxide, arsenic, nickel, benzene, ammonia, benzophine. National Air Quality Index launched in 2015 with the theme One Number, One Color, One Description for the people to identify air quality within their area. Developed by Central Pollution Control Board with IIT Kanpur and a group expert comprising medical and air quality professionals. At present, it is in 10 cities: Delhi, Agra, Kanpur, Lucknow, Varanasi, Faridabad, Ahmedabad, Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. It measures air quality in real-time basis. It has 6 categories of air quality associated with health impact: good, satisfactory, moderately polluted, poor, very poor, and severe, with different color schemes. It consists 8 pollutants: particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur oxide, carbon oxide, ozone, NH3, and what is lead. Then SAFAR, introduced by Ministry of Earth Sciences, the system of air quality and system of air quality and weather forecasting and research. SAFAR, system of air quality, weather forecasting and research. It aims to measure the air quality of a metropolitan city by measuring the overall pollution level and location-specific air quality of the city. It is indigenously developed by the IIT, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology. Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology in Pune. IITM, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, Pune, and is operated by Indian Meteorological Department. It is shared on real-time air quality index on 24/7 basis with color coding. It also gives advanced forecast for 72 hours. Objectives of this project: okay, it monitors all weather parameters like temperature, rainfall, humidity, wind speed, and wind direction, UV radiation, and solar radiation. Pollutants monitored here: particulate matter 2.5, 10, ozone, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, benzene, toluene, xylene, and mercury. Action plan for cleaner industry, launched in 2016 by NITI Aayog, along with Confederation of Indian Industry. Objective is to address the issues of air pollution in Delhi National Capital Region. The National Clean Air Program, launched by central government. It is central sector of control pollution scheme. It aims to tackle the air pollution problem across the country in a comprehensive manner. It targets to achieve 20% to 30% reduction in PM particulate matter 10, particulate matter 2.5 concentrations by 2024, keeping 2017 as the base year. The program has identified 102 non-attainment cities. Okay, mostly Indo-Gangaite. Then graded response action plan. Notified in January 2017, aimed at prevention, control, and abatement of air pollution in Delhi and NCR. Environment Pollution Prevention and Control Authority is the implementation agency. 4 air quality index categories, namely moderate to poor, very poor, severe, and severe plus, or emergency. Then Vayu, wind augmentation purifying unit. It is an air pollution control device which can purify air in area of 500 meters. Vayu, wind augmentation purifying unit, which can purify water around the area 500 meter, developed by Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. So Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, as a part of technology development project being funded by Department of Science and Technology, Samir app. It provides hourly updates on the National Air Quality Index developed by Central Pollution Control Board. Central Pollution Control Board. It provides information for more than 100 cities. The app can be used to file complaint related to pollution issues, green crackers, to resolve crisis of air pollution. Council of Scientific and Industrial, CSIR, led by Nagpur-based National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, developed green firecrackers. Names of green crackers developed are safe water releaser, safe thermite cracker, and safe minimal aluminium. Other measures to curb pollution. Delhi became the first city by running by BSVI vehicles. Okay. Delhi is scheduled to run hydrogen CNG fuels buses to curb emissions, reduces carbon monoxide emission up to 70%. Anti-smoke guns. Anti-smoke gun is a device that sprays nebulized water droplets into the air through high-pressure propels, which help particles to settle down. Smoke towers are basically structured designs at a large-scale air purifiers to reduce pollution particles from the atmosphere. We all need to remember this agencies and their initiatives, year, index, everything. Noise pollution. Okay, see loudness, frequency, properties of sound, effects of noise pollution, hypertension, annoyance, psychological effects, hearing disability, sleeping disorder, human performance, nervous system, damage to material. Okay, you can control, no problem. Okay, this one is important. Ambient noise level for various areas have been defined by Noise Pollution and Regulation Rules 2000. Okay. Daytime and nighttime limits. In industrial area, daytime limit 75 decibel, nighttime 70 decibels. In commercial area, in daytime 65 decibels limited, and in nighttime 55 decibel. In residential area, daytime 55, and then nighttime 45 decibels. In silent zone, daytime 50 decibels, and in nighttime 40 decibels. Okay, I think 2 or 3 times there have been a question asked in NET exams for this levels. You can see. Monitoring of noise pollution is 7 metropolitan cities: Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, Lucknow, and Hyderabad through a network of 70 noise monitoring stations. Excessive noise is a crime under Section 268 of IPC. Environment Protection Act 1986 has recognized noise as a pollutant. Silent zone, 100-meter radius of around schools, colleges, hospital, and courts. Section 133 of IPC makes use of loudspeakers in public as a punishable offense. Central Motor Vehicle Rule 1989 banned pressure horns, sirens, and multi-tone horns except for police van, fire bridges, fire brigade, and ambulances. Water pollutions, you see. Okay, sources, no problem. We can able to do. Okay, effects also we can easily find. Okay, government measures to control water pollution. Jal Shakti Abhiyan. Jal Shakti Abhiyan. Campaign for water conservation and water security. Campaign focuses on water specific district and blocks. It has 2 phases. Phase 1 from first July to 15th September 2019, all states. Phase 2, 1st October to 30th November 2018, states with retreating monsoons. Monsoon. Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Puducherry, and Tamil Nadu. It is a collaborative effort of various ministries of government of India and state governments being considered by Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, Ministry of Jal Shakti. So we can say Ministry of Jal Shakti. Jal means water. Jal means water or aqua. We can say aqua. Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. Jal Jeevan Mission. This mission aims to provide functional household tap connection to every rural household by 2024. Okay. Jal Jeevan Mission. Every household in village will get a tap water connection. Further development of reliable drinking water sources and or augmentation of existing sources. Treatment of water through technological intervention, community-driven approach with pivotal role to gram panchayats and local communities. Fund sharing pattern 90 to 90 is to 10 for Himalayan and northeastern states, 50 to 50 for other states, and 100% for union territories. Okay, fund sharing. Composite Water Management Index. Composite Water Management Index released by NITI Aayog aims assess and improve the performance in the efficient management of water resources launched by NITI Aayog in 2018 as a tool to instill the sense of cooperative and competitive federalism among the states. In Composite Water Management Index 2019 measures the performance of state is related to 2018 as well as from previous years. Okay, state and union territories have been divided into three categories: non-Himalayan states, northeastern and Himalayan state, and union territories. Gujarat is ranked first among non-Himalayan states, followed by Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Goa, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Himachal Pradesh is ranked one among northeastern and Himalayan states, followed by Uttarakhand, Tripura, and Assam. Puducherry is ranked one among the union territories. Then Adal, I cannot pronounce, I will say that Adal Bujal Yojana, Adal Jal, Adal Jal. Central sector scheme aims to improve groundwater management in identified priority areas through community participation. It covers 7 states: Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, northwest. It is to be implemented over a period of 5 years, 2020 to 21 to 2024 to 20. It is sponsored by World Bank with 50% of the total outlay coming from it. National Water Mission Awards, initiated by National Water Mission and Department of Water Resources. National Water Mission and Department of Water Resources, River Department, and Ganga Rejuvenation under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. It aims to recognize excellence in water conservation, efficient water use, and sustainable water management practices. The awards are given in 10 categories defined under 5 goals of National Water Mission. The Namami Ganga program, launched in June 2014 with the budget overall outlay 20,000 crores. The objective is to effective abatement of pollution and conservation rejuvenation of national river Ganga. Its vision, Ganga rejuvenation, constitutes restoring the wholesomeness of the river defined in terms of ensuring Viral Dhara, continuous flow, Nirmal Dhara, unpolluted flow, geological and ecological integrity. Main pillars of the Namami Gange program are sewage industrial effluent development, biodiversity, afforestation, public awareness, Gangagram, treatment infrastructure, monitoring, river front, river surface cleaning. Okay. Say that Namami Ganga program. Namami Ganga program is registered as a society under Societies Registration Act 1860. It acts as implementation arm of National Council for Rejuvenation, Protection and Management of River Ganga. Okay, under the Environment Protection Act 1986, five-tier structure has been investigated at national, state, and district level to take measures for prevention, control, and abatement of environmental pollution in Ganga. Here, 5 structures is National Ganga Council under chairmanship of Prime Minister, replaced National Ganga River Basin Authority. Okay. National Ganga River Basin Authority replaced by National Ganga Council. Empower Task Force on River Ganga under chairmanship of Union Minister of Jal Shakti. National Mission for Clean Ganga, State Ganga Committees, District Ganga Committees in every specified district waiting River Ganga and its tributaries in the state. So we need to remember all the initiatives, years, and all. Okay, further move. Everything we need to understand. We need to remember. Global warming, no problem. Global warming is the gradual increase in the average temperature of its atmosphere. It is because of an increased amount of the sun rays striking the Earth's surface, which get trapped and then do not radiate out into space. Those rays are trapped by certain gases called greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, water vapor, methane, ozone, nitrogen oxide. Okay. How are these gases produced? Man-made activities such as burning coal and petroleum, known as fossil fuels, cutting down rainforest, producing production of animal waste. Okay. Are greenhouse gases harmful? Without greenhouse gases, the earth would be very cold and would be unsurvivable. It has the most important thing due to which the life thrived on this planet, but nowadays too much sunlight is being trapped by our atmosphere by these gases. Effects includes with so much heat being trapped in the greenhouse gases, the average temperature of the Earth's surface is increasing at an enormous rate when compared with earlier decades. This increase in temperature is leading to changes in climate change. Nearly 75% of the Earth is covered with water. The water gets heated up, which after evaporation forms clouds. This water then comes down and sometimes leads to flooding of rivers. A warmer atmosphere makes glaciers and mountain snow packs. The polar ice cap and the great ice shield jutting off of Antarctica melt, rising sea levels. Changes in temperature change the patterns of wind greatly that brings the monsoon in Asia and rain and snow around the world, leading to unpredictable weather more common. This is why scientists have stopped focusing just on global warming and now focus on the larger topic of climate change. Okay, so we can stop here. I think too much of information. Okay, so we can stop here. Then we can continue by tomorrow.